So, a little cheat sheet. Let's talk about Spike Lee. So apparently, this happened a couple of days ago. That let's just sit there and say Spike Lee had a issue, problem with Madison Square Garden about not being able to use. Excuse me. Not being able to use a certain entrance. Apparently, he's been using this entrance for like 20 something years. Same entrance, which is the employee's entrance. And, you know, that day they were just pretty much like, yo, we had enough. And, now he's need to talk about this whole boycott thing. And here's the thing. So, from what I'm hearing about Madison Square Garden is that they've been telling him about this for a while, like repeatedly, like, yo, listen, you need to use the VIP entrance that all the other celebrities use. We don't want you using this entrance anymore. And so, this whole back and forth thing happened, and now he's talking about boycotting it, this, that, and the third. And here's the thing. If you're gonna sit there and start to go on that fucking motion, make sure you get your fucking facts straight. Because apparently, he was told this, and, he's not there trying to deny it or whatever, some bullshit or whatever happened. And there's a photograph, when it was like, they basically was like, yo, listen, we're telling you this for the last time. They have a photograph of it, of him shaking some guy's hand, and he's like, no, this didn't happen. And then, of course, he did his fucking Googles and was like, oh, okay, well, this happened. But, then he starts talking about how, my head was turned to the side and there was other bullshit. And honestly, to tell you the truth, what it comes down to is entitlement. I've been doing this for years. I've been spending a certain amount of money. I should be entitled to do what I want to do. And the reason why I bring this up is that I want to talk about this double standard shit. So, I got this story from the Breakfast Club. Now, here's the thing that really just kind of pisses me off is this double standard shit. Because, after they talk about it, they're all they'll talk about, oh, well, it's Spike Lee, come on, that was Spike Lee, he's been doing this for years, I mean, he's pretty much a mask guy, he's an official ambassador and some shit like that. And I'm like, alright, here's the thing that blows me, is that if it was a white actor or a white person or whatever that's been doing that shit for years, the first thing that would have came out of their damn mouths is, oh, well, it's another entitled white man. And, now he's going to sit there and start throwing around his weight, this, that, and the third. But with Spike Lee, it's fucking okay. And it just, like, this double standard bullshit in fucking society needs to fucking end. Because here's how I look at it. I don't give a shit what color you are. If you're entitled, you're entitled. And I'm going to call you out on it. And it pisses me off that you have these fucking groups of people, these black news outlets, that, when it comes towards a black person doing something, they don't want to call them out for the same shit that a white person's done, or that a white person would do. And it's like, really? And the sad thing is that even in the fucking comment section, because I went on YouTube or whatever, and even in the comment section, people was there defending him, talking about, oh, well, it's wrong, and the Madison Square Garden shouldn't have did this and did that and the third. It's like, bro, here's the thing, they told you not to fucking use that entrance. And you kept fucking doing it anyway. So finally they put their foot down and was like, no, you're gonna use the fucking same VIP entrance as every other fucking celebrity. And he goes and, it's just like, it's fucking entitlement. And honestly, tell you the truth, here's the thing, this isn't the first time that Spike Lee pulled some bullshit like that. It's not. Way back when, I think when the Spike channel was starting off, he tried to sue them. He tried to fucking sue them because it had the word Spike in it. So, this isn't the first time that Spike Lee has just come out of his mouth with some fucking drama. And it's like, that's just Spike Lee, but the bigger issue I have is just the double standard shit. And I'll give you an example. A couple weeks ago, me and my friends were sitting there talking, and I bring up the whole Jordan Peele thing. So Jordan Peele came out of his mouth and was like, I won't hire a white male to be a lead actor. Now, I think that that's fucked up. I do. I think that that's fucked up. And I'm pretty sure that the Breakfast Club, once again, was just sitting there trying to defend him, didn't call him out on fucking racism, which it is, by the way. And I was talking to my friend about it, or my friends about it, and, you know, my friend was basically saying, well, you know, back in the day in Hollywood, you know, black people was turned down certain roles because of the color of their skin and stuff like that. And I basically said, and I was like, so what, 2 wrongs make a right? And he looked at me like I had 2 fucking heads, and I'm like, I seriously can't believe we're having this conversation. And I talked to my other friend, you know, because we were saying, I'm talking to my other friend, and I was like, alright, so let me ask you a question. So if a white director decided that he didn't want a black person being a lead role in his movie, how would you feel about that? He was like, well, that's fucked up. I'm like, okay, so Jordan Peele doesn't want a white lead actor being in his movie. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Really? Really? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I just gave you 2 scenarios, and that's your reaction. And that's the problem. That's the problem, because it's not just him. And granted, this is not everyone, but just generally in fucking society, there's this double standard. This fucking double standard of when a black person does something, it's generally okay and it's generally accepted. When a white person does something, it's a fucking controversy. It's an issue. It's a problem. It's racist. And it just seems like it's always this one-way fucking route. And it fucking bothers me. And when shit like that happens, I'm gonna call it out. And, you know, granted, you know, some people can sit there and say, oh, well, you're being an Uncle Tom and stuff like, no, fuck that. Because if it was the other way around, if it was a white actor or a white celebrity that came in Madison Square Garden and did that shit, I would have fucking called him out on it. I'd be like, alright, bro, you're fucking entitled. You're fucking entitled. Hell, everyone else sits there and says it. Everyone else sits there. The first thing that will sit there and say is, oh, another fucking entitled white man. But when he does it, it's okay. You know, shit like that. And, you know, even... I really didn't want to make this video that long, but I'm going to give one more example. So, there's a movie that came out not that long ago called LaQuisha. And I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but from what I understand from the premise of the movie is that it has something to do with a white guy that can't get a job at a radio station, so he does this, I don't know, surgery or whatever, and he puts on pretty much blackface or whatever, and he acts like a black woman. And, you know, he acts like the stereotypical black woman. Not to say all black women act like that, but you know what I mean. Shanae, for example. So he does that, and people had such a fucking issue with that. People had an issue with that, and it was basically snipped as saying, well, it's racist, and you're being this, that, and the third to black women, and you're being racist to black women, and stuff like that. And the reason why I bring this up, because again, this is on fucking The Breakfast Club. And, you know, here's the thing. You're gonna sit there and call out that movie. But when the movie White Chicks came out, no one had a fucking problem with it. And, you know, granted, this is where I'm gonna call fucking Angela Yee a fucking hypocrite. Because somebody on, you know, they did this whole, you know, thing, some sort of segment or whatever. And somebody came at Angela Yee and was like, alright, so you had a problem with LaQuisha. But when White Chicks came out, you were totally fine with that. And she came out with her BS bullshit fucking excuse and got all fucking salty when the guy called her out for her being a fucking hypocrite. And again, that's such a fucking double standard. Because no one fucking said shit about when fucking White Chicks came out. You know? No one had a problem when Martin you sit there and dress up as fucking Shanae and act like a fool, everyone thought it was fucking funny. Everyone thought it was funny, but when LaQuisha comes out and a white man does it, it's an issue. Like, I just... I'm trying not to get too worked up about this shit, but it just... Double standard shit like that just really fucking pisses me off. And it's sad. It's sad in our fucking society where behavior like that is acceptable. You know? And then and the sad thing is when I call out shit like that, you have some people who sit there and say, oh, we're acting like an Uncle Tom. No, I'm just fucking calling out double standards and people being fucking hypocrites. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not true. Now, granted, that's just, of course I say that, and you take that with a grain of salt because that's just my opinion. But, I don't know. I wasn't even planning on doing this. I wasn't even planning on doing this video, but like when I saw it and I watched the video and I saw the comments, I was like, here we go again. And I don't know. I just had to fucking say something. I still am going to be doing a video on Sunday. And it's going to be a good one. So anyway, I didn't work on the outro yet. So thanks for watching the video. Like, it does help with the channel. And have a good day or night. And I will see you in the next video.